everybody. How are we doing on this fine Sunday evening? I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you've all had a good weekend. Actually, yeah, because I only saw you guys last night. Yeah, it's been... all I did today was I saw Reaver. I saw Reaver in person today. He was around my mum's because I took the twins to see her, and that was all good, and he's doing well. Vivio Concrete, welcome along. Electro Farmer, welcome along. TBS Twister, welcome along. And Derek C 1888, welcome along. I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to jump into this fairly quickly tonight. Hello. Oh, you've heard the answer. There's Reaver. Guys, go follow Reaver. He is awesome. He is my brother. He is doing a lot more farm sim recently. So, yeah, go check him out. Spent the afternoon service Kubota old, and the transmission was shot, busted, a pain. Oh, boy. I hope that worked out okay. Right, shall we crack on with some farming, people? Because I don't have a lot of preamble to say tonight. A royal pain, yeah, I thought it might have been. Right, we are back on Calmsden. It is tipping it down with rain, and that means only one thing. We're going on horse riding. I don't know what's wrong with the mouse tonight. I think that feels really sluggish and behind. So, yeah, don't know what's going on with that. As always, we need to get this going. Hello, Alexander 456789. Welcome along. Virtual Gamer 84. Welcome along. Well, the lawn got cut. That's better than my lawn. Mind you, I need to go and buy a load of. Fuel for my mower. Then I might get it cut at some point this week if I'm lucky. Although this week is mad. As always, there is not enough hours in the day. Oh, God, what is wrong with this mouse? Like somebody turned the sensitivity down. And it's only happened in the last hour or so. I see it's last night. My brother Ed Sheeran did a good job. I'm Ed Sheeran. If I was, I wouldn't be doing this. Right. Actually, I might be doing this. No. I'd nick the ball out of it. Oh, my Lord. Right. We need to ride some horses. This map is awesome. I want to have a look at actually how much our horses are worth, because they should be 11 months old at this point, which means we're about halfway through their development. And yeah, once we get them up to 2 years old, we should be able to sell them. I do maintain getting maybe a horse every 2 months. Every 3 months. Probably the way to go. And that way, you get to a point where you're selling a horse every 3 months after a couple of years. But it's quite a pain to ride them as much as we are. I'm not even sure they're worth as much as it is to buy them new at the moment. Which in itself is annoying. Even though houses are animals, it shouldn't be find it all. I had somebody on Friday's video, on my Forestry Friday video, saying that they didn't know why Forestry was part of Farm Sim. And my response to that very much was two things. One, we did forestry on the farm. There was forestry going on my dad's farm. We were constantly, or there was somebody always constantly cutting the woodlands down, regenerating the woodland. So yeah, forestry very much part of our real life farm, and not just to add land, but to cut and reseed and all of that. And then the other was, and then my other reasoning was, in Farm Sim, it is a crop. You know, you plant trees, you harvest trees, and you make money from trees. So yeah, so I think it was it was either FS11 or FS13 had a forestry mod in, and then Giants added it in the next one. Exactly, charcoal production. Oh, Reaver, fantastic idea for a mod. Charcoal production would be brilliant. Because yeah, that's not something in, but yeah, you're right. We produce charcoal on the farm. So yeah, very much a part of farming is forestry, and as much as anything else is in the game. So yeah, you plant trees, you cut trees down, you plant trees. To me, that all works. And we planted new woodlands, we cut down old woodlands. Yeah, you mean even? You opened yourself up for that one. But yeah. So yeah, forestry, very, very welcome in Farm Sim to me. And there are plenty of people who love doing forestry and Farm Sim. I love doing forestry and Farm Sim. I wouldn't be doing the Forestry Friday series if I didn't love doing Forestry Friday. If I didn't love doing forestry and Farm Sim. So, need to sell the horse. Oi. Mad Gaming UK, thank you for resubscribing. You are awesome. I have 4 horses. I have 4 horses, 42 cows, and about 100 chickens, I think it is. Are my animals on here? I don't own the pig field, and I don't have any pigs. And I don't have any sheep. Although both of those, well, certainly the sheep I think are viable. I think we could get sheep on here very much. Pigs, I think it'd be a little more work. But we may eventually add the other animals. Oh, there we go. Come on. Oh, riding in the rain. Just get this done quickly and then we can move on to whatever job we got to do. I think we need to... I'm hoping the rain's going to clear up because I want to get some fertilizer on the field. We only have 19 pounds, so I don't know what we have in the way of fertilizer. We may have to go and actually do that hay making contract that we saw last time and get that cleared out. Because if we go and do that... Oh, there we go. That will bring us in a fair amount of money. We can sell the extra hay bales because we do not need extra hay bales at the moment. And I could do with a bale wrapper. So that's what I'm looking to get. We don't have anything useful in the shop, unfortunately, for sale. So it is going to be a case of buying a new bale wrapper. But thankfully they are cheaper, or hiring a new bale wrapper is what we might do. But that is cheaper than going for a brand new one. And it's cheaper than the baler would have cost, and we now have a baler that will handle things. What we do need to do is get some sort of fertilization down on our fields. Hey, it's me one again. Welcome along. Get these horses done, and then we can go and get on with some farm work. Although we can't really do hay. I think I'm going to add a rule to the thing that can't do hay in the rain. No hay making in the rain. Silage making, fine. Hay making, no. think that's fair enough. Oh, you know what? I'm already really warm in here. How did the No Man's Land ending go? Go watch it. Go watch it. Last episode of the No Man's Land survival went up today. I did get it out. We did finish it off. And yeah, go check it out. Did I actually manage to make enough money on there? Is my farm worth enough to cover? No, I do not like that series. Did I make enough to cover my loan? Is the question. You should go check it out if you want to find out. I did enjoy doing that series, but it did feel very much like it run its course. Right, let's clean these horses. Here it's not. Here it's... Oh, God. We're 20 degrees in the UK at the moment. Which for the UK is absolutely boiling. Right, how are we for egg production? No, we emptied those out recently. So, yeah. I think we've probably got one more harvest on Hope Belleron. So that series will come to an end at some point. Old Stream Farm is going to continue because we're going to bring Kubota onto there. And because I think those tractors are really useful on our little... on our little vineyard, and I'm looking forward to that. When will there be a multiplayer? It's a good question. The trouble is I've gone from 5 streams a week down to 3. So in order to do the multiplayer, I would have to sacrifice one of the Realism experiment streams a week, and I don't know. I'm tempted to ask the community. I'm tempted to go to you guys. Hey, what do you think? Would you rather I did 2 realism experiments a week or a realism experiment and a community multiplayer? I don't mind doing just 1 realism experiment a week, but it is going to slow everything down. Yeah, obviously it's going to take us then a month and a half to get through a season. Right, I don't think we have enough milk to sell. Nope, we're at 1,400, although we might have at the end of the day. So now, oh no, I need this, don't I? Because I don't think any of our animals or anything need any work. Chickens are good. Cows are good. And horses are good. Right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, how much are the horses worth, actually? Yeah, horses are now up to 1,800. So, yeah, they are going up in price. They are half grown at 11 months. So just under 2 years, 22 months, our horses should reach full puberty. Definitely need to stay with 2 times realism. 1 a week would be far too slow. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm thinking. Community multiplayer would be the same as it's always been. So, it would be those who've reached level 8 on the Discord, channel members over from YouTube, community members from the Discord, and Patrons. When is this weather going to break? We really can't do anything on the farm at the moment until this weather breaks. Did I start with 500k? Yeah, so I started with 500k and immediately repaid the loan. Because the loan, having the loan with no land broke the rules of the realism experiment. So essentially we started with 300k on here. And we then couldn't get we then had to buy land and borrow money against that land. Which is why often our priority is to buy land and then borrow money against it to get new equipment. Because if we get money in, we can expand the farm and borrow against that expansion. Is basically the way we go here. Right. So first things first, let's check when this weather is due to break. Okay, 9 in the morning, we should be fine. So what we can do is get the equipment up to the field. Let's have a look. Do we have the contract? We do. 18,000. I have everything except the trailer to transport it. Field 22. How big is field 22? Let's have a look. 22 is that one there. Do you know what? I am not going to rent the equipment. We've got enough to do it. So, have I got courseplay yet? No. Have I added weather station for enhanced forecast accuracy? They're about 4,000. I haven't, and it's something I probably should add. But we only have £14 at the moment, so yeah, we probably need to add the weather station. That might be a very good call, the J-Man James. Clause play works well on here. I do need to get it because as the farm expands and as we had last night with the hired helper, we're going to need course play to do everything we want to do. We got all this grass equipment. We might as well use it. Let's make sure we're not in the way. You see all of our fields have germinated now. Wow. Oh, we need to weed. That's the other job we've got to do. I don't think we can weed in the rain either though, but yeah, we need to do some weeding. So we've got a lot of work to do over the next couple of days. We're gonna have to start with doing this. We need this tractor, and we're gonna need to drop off that. This October you've been following 2 years. Nice. Time flies. Right, let's drop the front off this. How is this tractor this clean? Oh, the front loader is in desperate need of repairs. But we're not worried about the front loader. In fact, yeah. Yeah. Notorious Weber, thank you for resubscribing for your 17th month. You are awesome. Fly when you get. I know I didn't accept the contract yet. That's on purpose. Oh, I do really. So our mowers are a little bit less wide, but the real pain actually is going to be the windrower. I detest my windrower with a passion on here. But the size of windrower I want is just too expensive. It's 19 grand. Yeah, or 41 grand. Yeah, 19 grand for the Sams, which is the one I probably want, I think. But it's out of my reach at the moment. Hello, Notorious Weber. Welcome along. Right. Oh! Ah! Oh dear. Think I might have bent my trailer. What was for supper? For the supper this evening was pulled beef and chips. Cooked by my lovely wife when I got home. I haven't accepted. Whoa, flood. I love that. That is one of the things I do love about Oxy's maps. Is things like the flood, you know, flooded areas and bits like that. Love the sales shop you get. You do get some really good deals now and then. So field 22 is not this one. It's our next field along. And until the rain stops, I can't take on this contract. That's a really big set of gates into this field. Hey, that man Chuck was. So I grew up on a farm, and I did work on my dad's farm as well. Right. Okay. So let's have a word with the farmer. And see if he still wants this job done. He does. Let's accept the contract then. So we'll get the full 18,215 for it. But until this rain finishes, there really isn't much I can do. Other than do some planning. Right, I need to check this. No, I can't cut the grass in the rain. I'm not planning to. Right. Those hurts. Let's have a look. So how much money do we have? It's Control M, no, Shift M to bring this up. So our capital is 693,984. And I want 80% of that times 0.8. Yes, so we can borrow another 5,000. We've got 550,000. We can borrow 555,187 pound and 20p, which basically means because it's in 5,000 pound chunks, we've got 5,000 pounds that we can get a loan on still. I don't want to do that. I want. This is. Yeah, it's the equity loan ratio. This here. Yeah. I don't know. What mod is this? This is the bank management mod. It is on the mod hub. I want to do a little bit of planning while I'm sitting here in my tractor. So I do things I need to buy for the farm. We're gonna need. You know what I could do? I could go and. I don't have any fertilizer. I don't think. So this is the trouble. I have two problems. One, I have a fertilizer spreader with no fertilizer, and two, I have a whole load of slurry and no slurry spreader. Because I would go and spread slurry when it dries up if I had a slurry spreader now, which is going to be cheaper. Well, getting solid fertilizer will be cheaper, but I want to have a look at a slurry spreader. There we go. Because if we could get something. Gooseneck distributor. How's that work? Oh, that's yeah. Okay. 7 meter, 9 meter, 11 meter. Wow. Okay. You see, these are not cheap. 54,000 for one of these. This only holds 14,000 liters. Standard or with steered axle. Wow. 3-point or standard. With suction arm, without suction arm. Oh, wow. Yeah, the Marshall, this one is 14k, which is probably what we're going to start off with. I think all the wheel setups are either standard or wide. What's the working width on this? It's 11 meter working width. Only takes 8 meters squared. We're probably going to end up with quite an expensive or quite a repetitive setup with this. Oh, wow. Silver, yeah. But it is only 14,000. Welcome back. I am Winston Live. Yeah, that's the other thing. Good point. Miscellaneous. I want this. Now, this is 23k. I think we'll probably have to borrow it. It does come with a front mod attached, which we can do. But yeah, we need that with a front mod, with a front weight, I think. Maybe. Because at the moment we have no way of scanning the crops as we do it. So we do need to get that. We will probably have to lease it. So, yeah. Still raining. Now, sprayer-wise, looking at this. Where's sprayers? Oh, yeah, so I want bale wrapper. Oh, I did think of getting one of these. Which, considering it's not a massive price difference, that's... I'm very tempted. Very tempted to get one of these. I think that would be pretty cool. At 30,000. It's either that or this. Just how far do I think? No, this is further for later, Jesse's. We've got 18,000 coming in plus whatever we get on the bales. So my thought is probably going to use that money to buy the where is it? Supply the slurry spreader, the low-end slurry spreader. It would be nice if it came up in there, but it's not going to. So I think we're gonna have to buy, because we can't really afford anything else, the Marshall. So I think we'll buy the Marshall. We'll run with this for now. I could also lease it. I can't afford to lease it at the moment. We might lease this year. Oh, I'm actually wondering, can I lease one of the larger ones? Just because it's going to be a headache otherwise. What's the difference between these? Vacuum version, screw pump version, and combined. Oh, right. Okay, got you. Yeah. Oh, it's don't know what to do. And big bags of fertilizer. We can actually get fertilizer at a decent price. 1,000. If we get the double top, we can do it for 1,100. Or Origin we can do for 1,100. Those are seeds. Yeah, nitrum and double top, and yeah, so we will probably go for some of the double top fert. And if we look at the, actually, it's not very accurate, this, unfortunately. Yeah, the high spec is nice, but we did use that an awful lot in FS 19 on Bessie Beneath. That's taking its time doing a save. That concerns me. Oh no. Who thought I'd frozen as well? Oh, no. We're good. Right. Oh, God, that was worrying. Right, let's have a look here. What was I looking for? Oh, yes. Hello, Steam Fan Man V2102. Welcome along. Fertilizer, we're looking at 1,000. Okay. Not that much fertilizer needed between our two fields. Slurry, we need 74,000 for field 6 and 25,000 for field 8. We have 70. We don't have enough slurry to do both fields, so I need to buy some fertilizer. We're going to have to do solid fertilizer. Yeah, was there anything? Nope, nothing weird going on in the log. So, don't know what that was all about. Come on, Ray. So, yeah, you were talking about placing a weather station, which is 4,200. Which we could place up at the farm somewhere, maybe out the back here, or over, maybe over by our barn over here. The other thing I want to do is sort this road out. I've now got a mod that should allow me to sort this road out, so I want to do that. Where would I put the bale snake? I think it would have to be at the oh, actually. Yeah, we could put it along here. If I can smooth this area out here. I don't have enough money to do it, but should be able to smooth. Now that I can smooth anywhere, that I should be able to raise up and cover most of these rocks and things, so that should be good. Oh, something is not happy on my computer, Honey Badger. I need to spend a couple of days and resort it. Thefisherj subscribing at tier 3 for your 27th month. You, sir, are awesome. Thank you very, very much for your support. Indeed, Thefisherj. Come on. Have we got any more contracts turn up? No, just the one that we've got active. Just waiting for this rain to clear. Yeah, so our Quickie 6M is busted and our Cedar is busted. Both are going to cost us money to repair. Otherwise... Oh, the Traction King's busted. We got to repair the Traction King. We've got to repair the Quickie 6M, and we're going to repair the Amazon. Yeah. Come on, weather. We're looking at... Oh, my lord. Have you seen August? August is a washout. Look at that. Smack bang in the middle of harvest. It's going to be wet and wet. That's not good. I thought you were heading off to TwitchCon. Not this week. TwitchCon's next month. TwitchCon's July. Do I start with 30k or I can just send the money to 700k and then get rid of the 200k? No, it's you start with 300k. So yeah, Realism Experiment in FS22 is harder because you only start with 300k. That is a pretty high temperature for 34 degrees. Wow. Yeah, and it jumps from 17 degrees to 35. That's a scorchingly hot UK summer. Yeah, the trouble is in FS22, the 500k includes a 200k loan. And you can't borrow money in the Realism Experiment without owning the land to back it up. So the two ways in the Realism Experiment to handle that are either immediately return the 200k loan or immediately buy, what would it be? 200 times, no, divided by 0.8. Or immediately buy £250,000 worth of land. If you immediately come into the Realism Experiment and buy £250,000 worth of land, then you're fine, because that covers the 200k loan. You then can't borrow any more money above that. What map would I recommend? Small medium fields map. Good question. Oldstream Farm is great for that. And the Oldstream Farm is a map I love because of how configurable it is. To the point where I'm going, oh right, how can I rearrange my yard to be optimum for me and my vineyard on here? I'm loving that map because I have a big yard to play with where I can sell parts of it and expand my farm without having to buy any more land. How awesome is that? Just so good. Hey, I'm Rizzle, welcome along. We're just sitting here waiting for the rain to stop. Let's unfold the rear mower. So we're doing a contract. We've got a haymaking contract, but it is costing. Well, it's raining, so I can't do anything. Oh, I will sort it, Notorious Web, but I have got some of them uploaded. I will go through and I will list them. Can't mow in the rain. It is a rule I need to add. There must be something I can do at the moment. Oh, no, the rain is stopping, chat. The rain is clearing up. Evening, Culture. When the windscreen wipers stop on my tractor, then we can start to cut. Very nice, AS Farming. Welcome along. Yeah, so we've got this big, very oddly shaped grass field. So this is worth 18,000 to us because of the way we're doing it. It will also, we also won't cost us anything to do it, which is even better. And we're going to sell everything off it. We have plenty of hay bales up at the farm, so I've no worries about that. Okay, that's where the edge of the field is then. Wow. There we go. Came back to not raining. Yeah, because it's not raining. It was due to finish at 9 AM, so it's all good. I'm going to have to go back along this headland because I think that there's a huge area we're missing. But we'll do that on our second cut round. Oh no, forwards, forwards. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's plenty of field up the top there. Getting the right point at which you have contract on versus edge of the field on here seems to be fairly difficult. Put your code in for the Aggie Pack download. Don't have the free Aggie Pack, Culchy. Thank you, but I don't think it will because it's free. There we go. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that is awesome. Thank you very much. And it will show Giants that, yeah, people like to use my code, which is brilliant. Another question. With the realism experiment, should I use precision farming? I am using precision farming. To me, it makes everything more realistic to use precision farming in the realism experiment. So, yes, I would. Wow, 2% after doing one headland. Yeah, the field is a slightly weird shape. And it's fairly big. The recommended tractor or the equipment that comes with on this is a case with the butterfly mowers on it. So, yeah. Can you get precision farming on console? Yes. Yes, precision farming is available on console as well as PC. Anything Giants release, with the exception at the moment of the FSL client, is available on both PC and console. Would I take the forks off when using the front mower? Yes. Well, normally I'd use a tractor without the forks on it. Well, Wesley Anna, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. Yes and no, because it's quite a chore in real life to remove the front loader console. So, you probably wouldn't, to be honest. Is precision farming easy to use? Yeah, fairly. It's just a different system, really. In fact, I think I find it easier to use than the base game, simply because you get more information in the bottom window, in the bottom screen. Getting a fairly good yield off here because there's little bits of land we own that we've caught. Hang on, yeah, I own the edges down here. Why is it telling me that I don't own that land? That's weird. What's the best crop for making bread? One of the grains. So I would probably go with wheat or barley. I think they're all. Yeah, it would be interesting for me to do the same amount of each crop on there and see how much bread I got out of each. Sorghum, there you go. Thefisherj knows it. Thefisherj tends to do a lot of experimenting, which is brilliant. So yeah, this is dotted around the field. Ooh. Bubba 775707, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. And Randy Hoss, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. What do I think to the ending of the forest? Man, that's dark, Honey Badger. Oh man, I knew it was as a survival horror game. It's a dark game anyway, but wow, that is just so dark. Has my YouTube increased, viewers, subs, etc.? Yes, noticing a nice increase on the YouTube channel at the moment. Getting lots of views, videos are doing well. Just passing 32,100 subs, which is brilliant. Very, very happy to see the subs continue to go up, which is good. And yeah, I'm very happy with YouTube at the moment. Yeah, very well written, and oh god. Yeah, what a wonderful it is. Am I on YouTube? Yes, I have well, I have 3 YouTube channels, but I have, let's see if I can get my links up. So I have my main YouTube channel where I post I try and post at least 5 videos a week. Most weeks I post 7. And then I have BF2, which when I get off my butt, I will put the VODs from here up on as well. Getting the very edges on here isn't going to matter quite so much. Wow, we're only 6% of the way through this field. I'm going to start cutting in a minute. I think. There is a Merlot going through the test list at the moment, Reaver. But there's no Merlots actually released yet. But there is a Merlot on the way. It just needs to pass testing. Right, 168, maybe 170. It curves a little bit, this field. Hi, Mr. Is there any updates on multiplayer? Not at the moment. As I was saying earlier in the stream, my trouble with multiplayer is in order to do that, the moment the way I'm going, I've got to not do one of the Realism experiment streams. And that's, you know, that will slow things down considerably. I basically just picked a direction and went for it then. There's not a fence Xylon on there, unfortunately. I know what you're doing, Reaver. I know what you're doing. Because these are exactly the kind of things I look for. No, fence Xylons are rare. Rarely do you get a good one in FarmCon. I had one that was half decent in FS 17, I think, at the end of. And yeah, I haven't had a good one since. I've had a couple of people calling multiplayer. The trouble is, I had plans to start the multiplayer, and then I ended up in hospital and needed to cut down on my streaming schedule. And that was the trouble. I don't know when I can get it in at the moment. Your 7610 is glitched, its hook is too low. Is that the one on the mod hub, Reaver? And which hook? Hey, Hip and Hide, welcome along. I can have a look at that one, because, yeah. Nobody gets banned round here without repeated warnings and repeated reasons being given. That is all I'm going to say on it. Please do not bring it into the chat. Yeah, temper dips so low the trailer rear wheel is off the ground. This one, Reaver. Yeah, 7610. So that is too low, is it? Yeah, I am open to suggestions on that. I mean, the next couple of months anyway are going to be mad, so it may be something we look at after my holiday in August and see where we are. Nimrod 1001, thank you for subscribing at tier 1 for your 30th month. You are awesome. I think it was 54 that I cut in at, so I'm going to stick it to 354.0. Which isn't quite. I should just do it 360, to be honest. Downloading Galcomp Trade to see if it's worked. Have you tried the Marstons on it, Reaver? Because they tend to be used with the Marstons. Which, if you're doing what I think you're doing, you're going to want the Marston trailers. Because everybody seems to use that combination. Hey, Eugene, welcome along. I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, I will. There are enough people asking about multiplayer for me to look at multiplayer, and I do want to get something sorted. My trouble with monthly multiplayer is, well, I don't know. I mean, yeah. What do I think of the Thrust Master Wheel? I like the Thrust Master Wheel. It's a very nice wheel. I'm not using it on a regular basis. This is actually the Logitech one. But the Thrustmaster wheel is a very nice wheel. My trouble with it, my only issue, was as a creator, the flappy pedals were really noisy. Can't find the Marston. Where are you? Traders. That's what you're after, Eva. That is on the mod hub. I think it's still on the mod hub. If it isn't, I can send it to you. It's even the 1993 version. No, it is a brand new, oh, that one. Oh, yeah, you mean the mod pack. I don't know, it looks like a recolor of a lot of Cavernaland equipment, which, if I'm right, Kubota is owned by Cavernaland. Or Kubota owns Cavernaland, which makes sense. But it would all be recolored stuff. Excellent. There you go. Yeah, try that one with it, because everybody uses that with the Fords. You're mowing hay right now in real life. That's awesome, Tractor Man. Oh, I'm not getting my width right here. This is the second cut I've done where I've had a very, very slim section. Right. We need to get a screenshot. Take a shot like that because I like the lighting. And then I'm going to move the lighting around slightly to give it a little bit more definition. And we'll take another one. There we go. They own... Okay, there we go. That's what I thought. So, yeah. All of their stuff will be, Governance stuff will all be rebanded Kubota as well. So that's pretty much exactly what that pack is. My understanding is that's going to get released around about the same time as the DLC. That Marston trailer on Rizzle is PC only. It's not cross-play. Yeah, no, it's the front mower that was kicking off on the access to land. There we go. How many years am I planning to play Campston? I don't know at the moment. We are going to go at least 5 years. We're currently on year 3. I want the farm to be well developed before we do something else. I don't think we're going to do what we did in FS 19 and switch to another farm and do the and move everything across. I think what we'll do is probably start again with something slightly different, maybe. I love the realism experiment, but I have been doing it for almost solidly for 6 years. The only break I've had has been while Seasons wasn't available in FS 19. And even then, we tried doing the realism experiment at the beginning of FS 19, so yeah. Your mowing setup is nowhere near as nice as yours, but that's okay. Aww. I quite like this mowing setup. It works really well. And it's not as fast as the mowers we would have got on this, but it is, you know, pretty quick still. I'm slightly concerned that we're only 17% of the way through this contract, though. It is a little bit worrying. I'm guessing a lot of it is... Well, no, a lot of it can't be delivery that's left. So I'm not quite sure why this is only 17% through. Normally the cutting stage gets us to nearly 80%. The factory only for a factory owner setup is gonna probably happen on another series. There's a series coming up that I'm looking to do that I think owning the factories for everything is probably going to be the more sensible way to go. On 86. I think. That's either wildly, that's probably wildly wrong, that one. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's wildly wrong. Should have been 176. So this is going to be one giant wedge. I think I might straighten it up. So 176 is there. Which, yeah, that will then straighten this up. Evening, a nameless ghoul. Welcome along. There we go. Yeah, BF made a mistake on his angles. 20% for cutting the grass. Ah, okay. So I'm not so worried about this. This is the job that we've got for today. If I can get some solid fertilizer on our fields today, I will be happy as well. Solid fertilizer job should not take too long, so yeah, let's straighten this out. If you have time, can I look at the JD8R? Its lights are on when you start. I don't have. Is it one of those? Is it a machine that automatically has lights turned on? Because there's lots of modern cars like that. I'm wondering if it's a tractor that happens to be like that as well. So that's the 8R, which is this one. Yeah, it's not going to show me in there, is it? Yeah, daytime running lights. That's what I was thinking, Voxpool. Go. Let's just finish up this little corner, I think. Yeah, 2 more rows, and then we gotta go and get the tether. We'll probably make 20,000 off this. If we're lucky, we might get up as high as 25,000. That would be enough. Oh, that'd be enough to buy us quite a bit. It's actually quite good that we can get, if we do the bale snake, we'll be able to get the might turn that off and fold it up because we don't need that anymore. We'll be able to cut bales off the end of it and sell them if we want to, which is good. Hold that up. Find it of it. Right, so there we go. Lift, off and fold. Let's go and get the tether and get this field dried. Are there any gates not doing, i.e. all production? Not that I can think of. Pretty much all of the base game productions give you more money. The only thing I would say is it depends on the amount of time that it takes to do them and production costs. None of them lose you money, but obviously you have to pay back purchasing the production facility. Some are definitely more worth it than others. Only 2 fields on Hope Belleron, and the farmers are quick now working their own fields. I rarely get any contracts anymore. I tend to, on Hope Belleron especially, I grab contracts when I see them. If I see a contract I want, I grab it. And I hold 3 contracts. If you would like a copy of the Kubota DLC and want to get 8% off, link is currently in the chat. You will also help to support the channel with that, and I will be most grateful. Right, let's park our mowers up. Grab our tether. I'm half tempted to sell my windrower and lease the bigger one for now. Gamer Dragon just resubscribed for his 37th month on a 37th month streak. Welcome, GD. Guys, if you're not already following Gamer Dragon, what the hell are you doing? He is awesome and he is highly recommended, and on a Wednesday night he and I go face off against some zombies, which is always fun and always hilarious, and I highly recommend the streams. I know it's definitely get fewer viewers watching the zombie streams than we do the farm sim ones, but man, you guys are missing out. Manual attach is not a mod on console and Rizzle, no. Right, let's go ted this field. We're going to bury that log in a minute. Yeah, no, you'll never see us. Well, no, with a couple of exceptions, you won't see those on console. What I would like, I think it's a base game. There's a couple of things that really should be base game at this point. One of them is One of them is manual attach. Manual attach, absolutely, please make it base game, because it's just such an added bit of realism to the game. I absolutely love manual attach, and I'm so happy when it came out really quickly. GPS is another one, even a simplified version of GPS. I'm slightly surprised isn't base game. And especially considering GPS is very much on modern tractors. Just trying to think what else. We are going to be here forever tonight if I don't get a double or a dual header. Or a dual windrower, I think. Stick to the edge of the field, get everything up to there. This tether will do 2 rows worth. It's why I've got it with our mowers. GPS compass. Oh, that would be, yeah, GPS as part of precision farming would be brilliant. Although I think a lot of people would be annoyed that they couldn't use GPS without using precision farming, because there are, while I think precision farming is awesome, there are plenty of people who do not, and similarly plenty of people who don't think seasons is awesome as well. There we go. Get this all tethered up, and then we will be yeah, then I think we're gonna how much is it? Oh, I can't even check. I can't even lease it. That's the trouble. It's probably gonna cost me yeah, it's not gonna cost me more to lease it than the contract is worth, but it's not going to cost me more to lease it than the current one I've got is worth, and it's just going to make life so much easier. Evening, Hoyas. Yeah, well, actually, yeah. So I think, you know what? I think having GPS come in as a function with a DLC would be cool. So if the metal edition later in the year came with GPS as a function, that as with the Kubota DLC could then be added to mods and would only function if you had the DLC, fantastic. You know, what a great way to get it on console. I love the manual. I love the current GPS we got on here. The guidance steering mod is awesome, but of course it's not on consoles, and it would be good if it was. How you doing, Hoyas? Hope you had a good weekend. Alright, if you think about it, how can you do precision farming without maps loading our GPS system? Yeah. I think something that changes the game as fundamentally as precision farming is not the place to put it. Something like a mod pack or a DLC or something like that. Absolutely a great place to put it. do like that Giants are doing bits like that. So if you have so new functionality, they are now saying, hey, we'll leave this open enough for you to put into mods if you want. But you have to have the DLC to make it work. It was the biggest issue I had with the Platinum Edition that brought in the expansion that brought in the electric tractors, was that you couldn't add electric functionality to tractors without cracking the DLC. And how many more wonderful electric tractor mods could we have had on the mods hub had that been something that had been functionally possible? Similarly, the class DLC added the ability to lock headers to trailers, but that functionality wasn't available without you know, to add to mods. So the Giants have, I think Giants have listened to modders and to players in this regard, especially with bringing the passenger functionality into the game, and they are you know, and saying, yeah, okay, we're adding this, you will need the DLC to make it work, but you can put it into mods, you can alter, you can add this functionality to mods, which is just brilliant, just absolutely fantastic. So happy to see that. Welcome back. Oh, Wobster is fantastic delivering with scripts. He really is. I love his stuff. I'm hoping to see him at FarmCon. There's lots of modders I'm hoping to see at FarmCon and speak to at FarmCon. It's just one of those places where you get creators and modders and everything, and I am going to be wearing at least a VF shirt or a VF cap or something to identify myself. So if somebody wants to come up and say hi and doesn't necessarily know my face but knows the logo, then they absolutely can. Hey, NBC Master Dad, how you doing? Let's give you a shout out. Go check out NBC Master Dad. He is awesome. Oh, I'm doing well, thank you. What is actually on at FarmCon? Never been but always curious. Previews of future updates for Farm Sim. So I think we'll probably get a preview of... certainly I think we'll get a preview of the next DLC. We might even get a preview of the Platinum Edition at FarmCon, which would be awesome. Lots of information on about how the game is made. Lots of well, the schedule will come out before FarmCon, but it's just a really interesting setup. But seeing how everything in Giants works and gives a really good access to Giants. So they are all there, they are happy to talk, and then on top of it you get fans and modders and content creators. You get the entire community coming together and chatting and meeting people. And when it was just because when I went was FarmCon 18 and there wasn't a huge English contingent there, but we still had a massive amount of fun, a huge amount of fun, and I got to speak to lots of modders. I got to speak to the guys from Realism, and I got to speak to lots of other people. So I am damn that rumor. That rumor does not exist, Plutinium. What are you on about? Yeah, I was saying this last night. I would like to see more interactivity with the animals. I don't know what form that takes, but I would like to see more interactivity with the animals, I think. Be cool to go and meet people and see early looks, yeah. And quite often what you get to see at FarmCon, you don't see, or you know, doesn't get released online. So there is an online component to FarmCon this year. The Thursday will have an online presence to it, and then yeah, on Friday I'm traveling out to Frankfurt. I have an 8-hour layover in an airport, which is ridiculous. I'm spending more time sitting around in an airport waiting to change flights than I will be flying, by about a factor of 2. So yeah, but I can't complain because the flights weren't that expensive. So and then I am and then I'll get there Friday evening. I have no idea if I'm in the same hotel as Giants are. I do know there was another creator who was asking me about which hotel I was going to, a friend of mine. So yeah, I may end up in the same hotel as them. Easy Bree, XYXO, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. Someone should make a milking pile you can place down in the animal section. My idea for animals, actually, and the thing I would like to see, is I would like to see the actual definition for the animal area and the placeables from the animal area as separate things. So I would so a little bit like we have the slurry pit being a separate placeable and things like that at the moment. I would love to see you define a field, like you could define a field as being you know, you can plow a field and define a field area. I would like to see the ability to define an area of a field as a cow pasture, and then you get certain placeables you can only place in a cow pasture. So for example, a feeding trough and a bedding area and things like that. I think that would be really cool, because you don't then have to worry about placing something that wants to be flat on a sloped area. You can define the sloped area and then place a small piece of equipment or something like that. Yeah, so I would love to see that functionality. And then, you know, you can place fences around the edge of the area you've defined, and you're basically then making a completely customizable, placeable area. And if you want to change out, and if you want to say have a shed that has the functionality of a feeding trough and a bedding area and all of that kind of thing, then you'd be able to place that. And in any given animal area, you'd only be able to place one feeding trough and one bedding area, and, you know, and all that. I think that would be such fantastic functionality for making your own farmyards. So yeah, that's my hope. That's where I would like to see the animals in FS go in the future, especially with how customizable farms are going. I think maps with customizable yards are definitely the future of farm sim. I mean, I love this map. Its biggest problem is that the yards aren't customizable. By far its biggest problem is that the yards aren't customizable, and I would like to see that. And part of the reason why I love Old Stream is for that exact reason, that I can just customize that map to my heart's content and create the farm I want to make on there. It's just brilliant. So yeah, I want to see more of that. And I'm seeing, yeah, Greenland's is like that, and it makes it a brilliant map. Old Stream is like that, similarly makes that a fantastic map. I just, any map that does that gets a big thumbs up from me straight off. Maypole and Cavalier Roy's other map, Riverside, again, both like that. Yeah, Riverview, not Riverside. Yeah, Riverview, also like that. Absolutely huge thumbs up because of that functionality. Vishnu C, do I do multiplayer? Well, we were discussing that earlier. I think I will try and do multiplayer at some point in the future. I have no idea when at the moment. I will try and work it out. Something's got to give, because I can't really go back to doing 5 streams a week. There would be a lot more English people if they held it in the UK. Yeah, but Giants... I have spoken to Giants about this, and I have asked Giants about this. And the trouble is logistics. Actually, the trouble is logistics before we decided to leave the EU. After we decided to leave the EU, the logistics is even worse. So it's, yeah, I don't think we're ever going to see FarmCon in the UK. It's just too hard for them to do. I mean, FarmCon has never happened outside of Germany, so you know, it's not just that it's not in the UK. It's not anywhere else. Vicious C, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. Sick of playing career mode, finding good mates so I can play multiplayer with them. I like challenging myself. That's what the way I play the Realism experiment is all about. Is challenging how I play the game. Where are we? We're 1:30 in the afternoon. We're making good progress. The next bit is going to be the painful bit because it's a tiny windrower I've got. This ain't so bad. Next one is awful. I am very tempted to get rid of that windrower. I don't like it. Why is there an annoying steering delay in the server game? Maybe it's just yeah, well, it's ping. It's all down to ping. Yeah, I get the same. Is PF having problems in multiplayer? Not to my knowledge. There we go. We're gonna have to use some of the money we get from this contract to fix up our case, I think. Do any new contracts turn up, by the way? Any new contracts? Nope. Oh, really light on contracts at the moment. But in any races, it's not there. It's not existing at all. Yeah, but FarmSim. Okay, so for FarmSim, it's the same reason as you have to have a delay, a syncing delay when you first come in to the game in multiplayer. Think of it this way: on a racing game, you have maybe a dozen cars on the track. And those cars on the track, all the game needs to do is work out the position of where that car is on the track. So that's it for a racing game. With Farm Sim, any place on the map can be changed by anyone at any time. And that is a huge amount of information that needs to be covered at all times in order to keep everybody in sync. So it is a crazy amount of information that Farm Sim has to have at any given time between all the players. Rocky Kid, would it be possible for Giants to make an electric fence pack for all animals so you can place it down in a field, and after you place the fence down you can use your tool in the construction mods to place the animals down where you want them to graze? Well, that's basically what I was talking about. Rocket Kid. Defining an area for a field. Yeah, there's calculate. I know I'm simplifying it, but it's still a smaller area, a smaller section that the it has to keep track of. It's the reason why Farm Sim doesn't have deformable terrain. Because in order for Farm Sim to properly have deformable terrain, 98% of the map has to be deformable as things are driving over it. And the game has to keep track of that and save that every game. That is... That is just a huge amount of information. Even SnowRunner, that has deformable terrain, does not save that information. So if you go back into a save game on, say, SnowRunner, all the terrain resets, if you notice. And that's why it's not possible. Yeah, there are certain rain effects I'd like to have. I mean, there are rain effects that you can have on maps. I mean, Oxygen David has done exactly that kind of thing on here. You get areas that are flooded in rain and different things that happen in snow and things. I've never really tested it. But no, actually, you do have different types of traction in things like snow and things, so I don't know if the rain affects traction at all. It would as well, Jan. You're quite right. I played Farming Dynasty, or Farmer's Dynasty, and the deformable terrain when ploughing in that was incredibly annoying. It just, yeah. His nitrogen does not show up any... Oh, really? Interesting. I don't know. People have... Yeah. I don't think Farm Sim needs deformable terrain. I've never thought it does. It's the one thing that gets called up with every version is why can't we have it? And it's not necessary. It would add such a small cosmetic thing to the game that I don't think is needed. And in fact, I think the texture setup on here gets it quite well. The only thing I think it would help is if is potatoes. Proper potato ridges would be awesome. However, nobody does potatoes in Farm Sim. As much as I love potatoes, people don't do them. And, yeah. Yeah, there's a whole load. Do you know what? I'd say maybe give it 10 years. Give it 10 more versions of Farm Sim and maybe we'll see that. But the engine just is not up to it in its current form at all. And 10 years, we're probably looking at 3 more versions of Farm Sim. I can't really see another farm sim. There'll be another farm sim. I think it'll be 3 years, but there will be another farm sim. I mean, the guys pretty much said it won't be in 2 years. And I think the experiment of having farm sim wait 3 years before releasing another version has just paid dividends. You know, Giants are able to put out more DLC, more add-ons and everything, and then when it gets to the point where it needs that boost to the next level, they can then, you know, release in the next version. I don't think farm sim will ever turn into a thing like ETS. We discovered when we did the playthroughs of all the previous versions of farm sim, the iterations and the changes between versions are too big to do in a setup like ETS. ETS doesn't have a massive change to its gameplay in the same way as farm sim does, as it releases releases updates and releases patches. You know, can you imagine? Well, it would just Notorious Weber, stop it. Oh god, yeah. It's just the previous version with shaders. Oh, that argument is just, it's just so not true. It never has been true. I thought it might have been true at one point. I thought, maybe even the very first versions, you know, it might be a bit of a better shader setup. But, oh god, doing those retrospectives, it's so not. Hey, Aaron Evans, I'm doing well, thank you. What else can Giants add to Farming Simulator apart from animals grazing and interaction with animals? There you go, straight off the bat. Major update to the animals and the placeable systems around animals. Completely and utterly a thing. Overhaul of the physics engine. Every version of Farm Sim gets an overhaul of the physics engine and an update to it. The bales have improved with bale handling and everything has improved with every iteration of Farm Sim. It has been, you know, a major improvement. There are so many updates and improvements and things I see asked for on a regular basis, you know, that Farm Sim could add. Hello, Mr. Simulation for the Nation. How you doing, my friend? Hope you are doing well. What I'm saying is there's no point for a new game if Giants can't. But the updates you're talking about, so for example, that change we're talking about for the animal pens is a complete reworking of how the placeable system works, and how field definitions work, and how all of that setup works. So no, that's not just an update for FS22. That's a game engine change. You know. Thank you, Thefisherj, for gifting 3 months of Tier 1 and 2 Simulation of the Nation. You are awesome, sir. Feel sorry for my gearbox. What's wrong with my gearbox? We're at a good level. Well, no, up. Carl Launcher. Sorry, Carl Lautner, 45. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. Okay, maybe we'll go down a gear again. No, that's too low. Okay, that's better. Water on the ground, including puddles when it rains. Yeah, so, yeah, Klaus, I agree with you there. Standing water and things would be great. I don't think deformable terrain so much, but... And maybe, you know, places where you have standing water, maybe not the terrain deformable, but having it so that where the water sits suddenly, you know, creates a bit of a hole and a puddle. So when it's wet, your tractor sinks through it. So the terrain's not deformable, but, you know, it does have an effect on the tractor. Would be cool. Second for a merchant, I want more from the avatar. I spent 50% of your time facing back and glancing forward, like to see it. Yeah, so more, I mean, perfect example, FS22, much more interesting player characters. You know, and Farm Sim is always iterations. Hey, Gaming FFC, welcome along. No. I disagree with that, Rocket Kids. If anything, games are less like that. FIFA every year does not update with the new players. FIFA every year launches a new game. Klaus, thank you for resubscribing for your 25th month. You are awesome. That must be 5 subs tonight, at least. We're also very close to a hype train. I'm going to start doing some stuff with hype trains. I do mean anything released by EA Sports, but the same's true of Battlefield. And, you know, you look at any AAA game and they release a new version if they're doing lots of updates to the game. They don't release just an update to the existing game. And yeah, it's partly determined by the content, and I think ETS suits an incremental upgrade system or an incremental update system better than FarmSim does. I think FarmSim would stagnate with that kind of release, because I think there's functionality we have in FarmSim now that could never have made it into the game with an incremental update. Just wouldn't have happened. Yeah. But I love the improved sound engine. You know, that perfect example. That would not have happened with just a standard update. Big, massive overhaul of the sound engine in game. You can't handle the legacy setup like that, you know? And that kind of update also costs money, don't forget. So if you're giving that away for free, that doesn't pay for those improvements. Oh yeah, no, the Rocket Kids, I do not disagree with you there. But, and this is always my but, it's my view of modding and farm sim is that farm sim would not be where it is without the modders, but modding would not be possible without the game. And it's always a partnership. It needs to be a partnership between Giants and the modding community, because if it isn't, then it doesn't work. And in my opinion, from my knowledge of Giants see it that way. There are definitely some modders who don't. There are some modders who see it as Giants don't want my mod in game, which just isn't true. Well, isn't true in the most part. You know, there's no modder that Giants goes, I don't want your mod in the game because of who you are. That doesn't happen. That's never happened. And yeah, the only way that would ever happen is if it's a modder who has broken the rules in some way. you know, and then it's not because of it. That's the modder. That's because a rule has been broken. Oh, what's my dog doing out here on the road? Do you think we'll get better animals in the next game? I would hope so. I would always say, if you have an idea for Farm Sim, if you have an idea for something you'd like to see in the game, send feedback. Let Kermit know. Let Listan know. Let Chris know. All feedback is always listened to. And it was something. It was something in the lead up to FS 22's release that I had a lot of people in the American community telling me giants don't listen. Giants don't. You know, giants aren't willing to do this or that. These are all my problems with the game. And I said they're always listening, you know. And when FS22 came out, they it absolutely was true. A lot of the stuff they asked for was in the game. How do you communicate with giants? Right, several ways. One, take it to post on the Discord. If you have a good suggestion, post on the Discord, chat about it, let them know. Two, speak to a giants ambassador, someone like me or DJ or Red Dirt. All of us are here to listen, and we take ideas that you guys give to us. We have a dedicated channel on Giants Discord. We post feedback and ideas and things all the time to Giants. So that way, speak to Kermit. I mean, Kermit and well, speak to the community team. So Kermit and Lisatan and Chris are always open to people to speak to them, always open to people to feedback and give ideas. So great guys and great people to talk to. I have never seen them not receptive to somebody who has a suggestion, so definitely recommend that. You want a base game one? I don't think you'll get a base game one. It's me. I'd like to see newborn animals not look like full-grown adults. Yeah, that's a big piece of feedback I've seen in many places. Kunkin trousers. So I would expect that to be something we see in a future update, because the community really wants that. So I think a future version of Farm Sim will have that. What's Giants Discord? Head into my Discord. There must be a link to it then. How do you mean I lied to us? Okay. Pepe de Carglass. Pepe de Carglass? What am I missing there? Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know how I've lied to you. I don't think anything I've said contradicts anything else I've said. And if you do feel that way, I would very much like to set the record straight and explain it. Might have contradicted myself. Oh, they do listen to the British. No, they absolutely do listen to the British. They listen to, it happened to be, my example happened to be the American modding community. They listen to everybody. I mean, I am here mainly representing and communicating for the British community, but then what about you? What about you? Okay, how do you mean? I am very confused. I have to make a new Discord, so I don't now have you now on my Discord. Oh no, I want the links. There's the Discord. Link is also down the bottom. Smoking the clutch again. Sorry. There we go. No, but I can probably get a link to the Giants Discord in that. I don't think I've said that they... I thought I said they listen to everybody. They may not immediately respond, by the way, but that doesn't mean they aren't listening. What are you trying to do, Scolari? What's the time? 3:30. JA2673, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. I do have access to this land. Please stop telling me I don't. I have access to all the roadways. Don't give me this rubbish. See why this is so slow. But we're going to get to use our new baler today, so that's good. And then we're going to have to pile this up on the on our flatbeds to deliver these. Gotta love it, JD. I really like this 7810. This is one of my favorite 90s tractors. I never actually drove one myself, but I do just like the look of them. There's a nice design to this John Deere. Hello, Norwegian Sim Gamer. How you doing? Hope you're having a good evening. It must be 11 p.m. there for you. I've got a model of the 7810 in your bedroom. I've got a model of a 7810, but it's not the John Deere. It's a very rare model. Ah. No, I do have some models on the shelf behind me that you can't actually see at the moment. Yeah, money's been going down because we've had things running. That's all right. We're going to earn about 18 to 25,000 off this contract. Can I drive a Case IH? I do have a Case IH. After this contract, we will be using it because it needs repairs. So I need to go and move it. Norwegian Sim Gamer, thank you for the cheer. You are awesome. Last one in the UK, got it for your birthday. Oh, very nice. A John Deere 7810 and a Ford 78. I do. I actually, if one turns up in the sales, I will grab a Ford 7810 on here. Dad 4224. How are you doing in Australia? How's your Monday morning? Just need to combine. There's also a 7810. Oh, dear Lord. My farm in real life uses the same windrower. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad windrower. It's just the size of fields we're working around here. It's a bit small. I mean, it does fine for our grass fields that we've got on the farm, but otherwise it's, yeah. But this should allow us to get a silage wrapper, a bale wrapper. What I really want is a contract that has a bale wrapper on it that I can then use that bale wrapper on my farm. That would be good. What's the time? It is 10 to 4. We have a lot of field to go. Come on. Down. There we are. Perfect, because you're farming steep hills. Yeah. Oh, there's still a map from FS15 I really wish would come back into FarmCon. It's just, it's a gorgeous Scandinavian map, and it's just, yeah. And it would fit modern farm sim perfectly, is the annoying thing about it. It was a map that had, you bought farms, not fields on it. And that was the great thing about it. And so it's not a map I've ever seen made available beyond FS15. Renbu is coming soon. Yeah, it's true. That's a cracking map. Sort of on the northern coast to come back to FarmCon 22. That's a good map, and I very much enjoyed that. I don't think we're going to see anything from Greenbale, though, in FS22. He seems to have dropped off the map a little bit. Oh, Ballincraig Estate, I love. It's awesome. My time on Ballincraig is done, but it's still one of my all-time favorite series. I had such a blast in FS17 on Ballincraig Estate, and Ballincraig Estate made my channel. Bjornholm is on King Mods. Bjornholm is a fantastic map. What was the name of the map? Southwest Norway. That was the name of the map. Yeah, Southwest Norway. Awesome map in FS15. And it came out in it came out right at the end of FS15, and it was the last map in FS15 I played. If you're in all FS groups, there is maps like that, but they suck. Oh no. Yeah, can't remember who made the map, but he did a fantastic job, and I was very much hoping he was gonna bring it to 17. Southwest Norway is coming. Oh, Norwegian Sim Gamer, you may have made my day. I love that map. It is just such an awesome map. It's little fields and little farms, and it's set around this fjord, and it's just amazing views. Oh god, I would love that map. Play the hell out of it, I really would. It came out so late in the life cycle of FS15 that it just didn't get a big shout with anybody. I mean, Daggerwind did a 15 episode series on it. and I think I did a 15-episode series on it, and both of us, I don't think either of us properly got our teeth into that map. And it's a map that would now do so well in the current version of FarmCon. It would properly do that map justice. Lone Oak. Lone Oak I don't think is coming back. Did I see about the grass? Why is the grass not drying on its own? Because FS22 doesn't have a grass drying mechanic. Again, one of those features from seasons mod, the seasons mod in FS19 that people are asking for. Yeah, lots of people would like to see a grass drying mechanic come to FS, a future version of FarmCon. My trouble with it is I don't know how more casual gamers would handle a grass drying mechanic. Having said that, I think more casual gamers are handling the silage bale fermenting mechanic fairly well, so maybe it would be fine. I don't know. I've seen people complain about some weird things. I have Southwest, but it's lots of errors. Yeah, I think there were a couple of... no, I haven't actually seen bad converts, but... I know there was a rumor a while ago that it was being done. But yeah, it's just an awesome map. And yes, I would play the hell out of it. FS15 was where I used to start any series I did with a first look at the map. So I'd do a first look and then I'd lead that into a series. Can't wait for Oxy and BB's new maps to come out. Oh yes. I am still hoping for more customization. As I said, my one issue with it. I'm not expecting it though. The map I'm really anticipating at the moment is Stone Valley. I have such a cool idea for Stone Valley. My biggest concern is that I need to do a whole lot of work. I've got a 7 Days to Die creator who I've recently discovered, who's been doing some series on there, and his series are amazing, absolutely incredible work. A guy called Guns, Nerds and Steel, and there's a really, really amazing way that he does his videos. His stuff is incredible, and I was watching one of his videos today and he was saying it takes him 10 hours to create a video. Now, if I could get the level of views that he gets on then I would easily be able to go full time without a doubt, but it's getting that. Jawoodle is everybody recommends Jawoodle, FisherJ. I'm not a fan of his content. It's not that he's bad, it's just I'm just not a fan of his content. His stuff is like an awful lot of stuff that my kids watch. on YouTube, and I just, yeah. There, I have other 7 Days to Die creators who I prefer. Well, it's he has a way of presenting that just doesn't work for me. It's a bit like watching someone like Unbreakable. Yeah, Unbreakable, I think it is. Red Swamp Fox, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. No, not Unbreakable, Unspeakable, who does Minecraft stuff. My kids watch the hell out of him, and to me, it's unwatchable most of the time. And yeah, and Jawoodle stuff very much comes into the same thing. Awesome, Norwegian Sim Gamer. Thank you for the cheer, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. Really cool. Thank you. I love to hear that. Obviously. But thank you very much. One map I like the look of but never got into was Purbeck Valley. Yeah, I've never really got into Purbeck Valley. Norwegian Sim Gamer, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. Who was I was watching? Oh yeah, I was watching a video today that my son was watching, and it was Subnautica. So a guy had done a Subnautica live stream, and he took the stream, edited it, and put a voiceover over the top, narrating what they were doing. And I really, really liked that. That worked so well. I don't think it's something I would do for Farm Sim. It might be something I do for 7 Days to Die. To put it on the Victor Foxtrot. Richie Benners, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. Soviet One will spend about 6 weeks for 2 15-minute videos. Yeah. And if you're doing this kind of thing full time and you're getting 50 to 100,000 to 200,000 views, then you know you can do that. You can spend a huge amount of hours. Norwegian Sim Gamer, thank you for the cheer. What's my favorite tractor? Chat! What's my favorite tractor? I would love Betty to come to FS22. I'd love Betty to come to FS22. I wouldn't do the realism experiment on it again. It's a fantastic map. I'd like to just have a play of it. There's a where is it? Where's the emotes? There we are. I need to sort my stream deck out because I need to be able to, you know, just post that. David Brown 1210 is my favorite tractor. I want somebody to make one for Farm Sim, please. I need my David. There's a reason why. There's a reason why. Where's my David Brown is my FSL quote. I love Giants. Giants are awesome. I gave Giants 3 options for what to put on my quote for the FSL this year. And it was, I can't remember what the other 2, but the most out there one was where's my David Brown, and that's the one they used, and I love them for it. I just thought that was so out there. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's just so cool. About 2 million views, but yeah, and you know, if you're able to do it full time and get that, then that's great. My issue is I have twins. I work a full-time job, and therefore I have roughly about 2 to 2.5 hours to create a video. And if I can carve out 14 hours a week to make videos, then I'll do it. And I'll get 7 videos out. So it's, yeah, between 14 and 20, no, between 14 and 17.5 hours I need to do content creation alone during a week, to get 7 videos out. And I have to do what I can do in that time, and it does mean that I record and I try and edit as I'm recording, so I'll leave I'll leave quiet bits while I'm recording, and then I do, you know, everything I can to produce the best videos I can. To take it to the next level, I have to spend more time editing and getting cinematic shots and doing things like that. So what I'm looking with the Stone Valley series I've got coming up is a certain amount of that, but I'm gonna have to be very careful how I plan it and very careful how I work it. But that should be a great series if it works. Well, I got Eddie. Nice, Norwegian sim gamer. But yeah, it's so the reason why I bring up Guns, Nerds and Steel is because he has 37,000 subscribers. His videos get 37,000 views. That is the dream. If you are engaging your community to the point where you get that many, well, quality over quantity, yes, but my quality, I'm always looking to improve my quality, definitely. What I found, Jan, if I drop below 5 videos a week, the channel suffers. I mean, YouTube stops promoting me. So yes, quality over quantity, very important, but YouTube likes quantity. Very much YouTube likes quantity, and if it's used to you putting out, you know, that many videos a week and you drop it, then yeah. No, he just does very good videos, Honey Badger. He just does really good videos, and people will watch really good videos. I mean, I'm doing okay, and I don't go to compare myself against other creators, because everybody's different, and it is, but it's engaging a YouTube audience and finding those people. And I have more people watching my videos, video on video, than I have ever had. You know, so it's not like I'm not doing well on YouTube, but I want to know that secret. I want to know how you engage an audience to that level. And every time I've seen it, whether it's him or whether it's Daggerwin or whether it's DJ or whoever it is who does that kind of growth, it's always time. It's always, you need to put in X number of hours of video. And it's just hours that, yeah, I will never be able to reach as I stand at the moment. Hey, chameleons, welcome along. Hey, Dazzling 1961. Do I pay for YouTube? No. Do you pay to watch YouTube? No. Yeah, Guns, Nerds and Steel has been doing some amazing stuff. And yeah, his account was only created 2 years ago. Yeah, but Daggerwin's full time now. Daggerwin had one series that he was able to spend a large amount of time doing and a large amount of time putting effort in, and it was enough to allow him to go full time. And this is the thing to remember to anybody going on YouTube, is if you can find even one series that grabs people, it can make your whole channel explode. And for Daggerwin, the series that made him able to go full time was survival roleplay. He did survival roleplay, and his viewing figures went whoomp. But the last I heard from him, it took 5 hours of video to create that series. You know, and it's that is the thing. That is the trick. It's hard work and lots of effort. Dusty Dave has PC issues at the moment. Daggerwin is not on Twitch, no. Big Tigger 2017, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. No, Daggerwin's not on Twitch. Daggerwin is only on YouTube. There is only, to the best of my knowledge, there is only one farm sim creator who has a large following on, a decent sized following on both Twitch and YouTube. I don't know anybody else who produces videos on YouTube that gets a large number of views every day and comes over to Twitch and is a partner and gets a large viewing figure here on Twitch. Oh, so I'm quite proud of that. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I mean, there are people who stream on Twitch who have. No, I tell a lie. There is one other person I know, but he doesn't do exclusively farm sim stuff. Yeah, I know I'm blowing my own trumpet, dazzling. It's I'm saying it with a little bit of self-deprecation. Because neither of it, you know, my YouTube stuff is not that huge compared to some. But yeah, there is somebody else. Northern Alex does. Oh, actually, no. Does Puma Plow still release stuff on YouTube? I don't know. I don't know if he does. Hey, Big Tigger 2017, welcome along. So actually, no, I tell a lie. Puma Plow might, and Northern Alex does, but Northern Alex doesn't tend to be exclusively farm sim. Well, Kermit was never Kermit does stuff with giants now, so his channel on here, he doesn't stream on here anymore with farm sim, to the best of my knowledge. And Kermit wasn't a partner on here. And he doesn't produce YouTube videos, but giants obviously have a big presence on both. And yeah. But I say these things not to blow my own trumpet, but just to give you guys an idea of what goes on behind the scenes, because I don't know how many people tend to go into this. So, you know, and kind of to let you know how much I watch what's going on, because I'm always watching what's going on. I love watching those German streamers with their realism and personalized, more realistic mod editors. You talk, yeah, now you're talking another league, Jan. You are. Is it Jan or Jan? I'm guessing it's Jan. But I'm never quite sure, because I know several people spelt Jan that's Jan. Yeah, no, the German stream, that's a whole nother level. There are plenty of German streamers here on Twitch who also have big YouTube presence, and by that I mean they pull higher numbers of figures over here, so like pulling 500 to 800 viewers per stream and then going over to YouTube and getting thousands of views per video. If I could replicate that kind of success, that would be amazing. We're doing some research, and horses sell for 5k when fully grown with max stats. They are not worth it. Oh god, no, the horses are not worth it. So Jan, okay, cool. I apologize, Jan, for calling you Jan then. Yeah, I know a few Dutch people called Jan, so yeah. Clutch is both YT and Twitch. Yeah, Clutch is big on YouTube, but again, he's not streaming on Twitch regularly. He streams on YouTube regularly. But he doesn't stream on Twitch regularly. I actually don't know anybody who does multiple day a week streams on YouTube anymore either. It was like when I was streaming on YouTube, there was Rainbow Dave and Landy and me and Chris the Irish Gamer and you know, so there was a whole group of us who streamed almost every single night on YouTube. And you would have, you know, regular, you'd be able to regularly go, right, I'm going to watch yada, 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 and go from one to the other every night on YouTube. I don't know a group of people doing that anymore. Most German viewers, because they speak only German, and yeah, I'm that egg guy. Oh. But yeah, if I could replicate the success of the German streamers on here, that would be awesome. That would be amazing. Because they have so many viewers. Hate wind rowing, always mess up the rows. Had to switch to twist on the front and baler on the back, but need about 230 horsepower. Yeah. It is 12 minutes past 12 minutes past 6. Oh, really? I'm beginning to get slightly worried about us finishing this before dark. Although it's May, so it should be late it should be light quite late, but I might have to hire. I can't afford to hire a trailer, can I? I've got £5,000. $50,000? Might not be horrible. Probably end up costing us more though than if we just borrowed the equipment to do this. Yeah. Hi, Landy. Do you know what, Honey Badger? Landy Kid is the reason I do this. I watched Landy's kids stuff. I loved it. I went, I can do that, and started making YouTube videos. Landy Kid stuff, when I started watching him, was awesome. It was really great. And I will say, my channel, where I am today on YouTube and on Twitch, would not have happened without Landy's support and Rainbow Dave's support. So, oh, those were in the days, Honey Badger, when you could get away with it. Go and have a look at my early videos. If you have a look at my FS15 videos, I recorded for 20 minutes to half an hour, and that was the video. I had no cuts at all. Yeah, no, that's how I used to create videos. I've changed, and how I do videos now is very, very different. But yeah, when I started out on YouTube, I had no cuts. Oui, bonjour. Welcome along. This is Calmsden. I did see him stream early once because drink was finished, and he always felt like he did not like, just did it for the money back then. Landy Kid streams here on Twitch now. I'm doing well, thank you, aujourd'hui. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, he does stream on here from time to time. I try and catch him sometimes. Sometimes I will send a raid out to him. I haven't seen him or Rainbow Dave streaming recently. I think they tend to do weekends in the afternoons. To get a horse of mine, just feed it hay, oats and straw, and when it gets 30 months old, ride it every day and clean it every day until it's 36 months old, and then it's worth max value. Really, Dylan? So I am wasting time riding those horses every day. Hey, FarmCon 2020, welcome along. Oh, horses have been nerfed in FS22. That's disappointing. Valencia 96, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. Or did I say? I apologize if I missed that because that was 11 minutes ago. How you doing, FarmCon? Oh yeah, do I owe you guys a happy dance? I think I owe you guys a happy dance. I must do. Oh yeah, we've got 7, so. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You're awesome, you're awesome, you're awesome, you're awesome. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You're awesome, you're awesome, you're awesome, you're awesome. Don't need to ride it every day till it's 30 months old. And then by the time we'll have full fitness and everything. Okay. Oh, we might stop riding the horses every day then. Just make sure they're fed. That's 26. Yeah, it's really hot at the moment. I'm doing well, thank you, FarmCon. Yeah, just using my really tiny windrower. This may be a 2-day contract, which isn't the end of the world, but I would quite like to have got this done and dusted today. I think we're gonna get a lot of bales off this field. Make sure they're fed and got straw. Okay, so we might hold off on the horses a little bit if we're putting that much work, because it's taking 20 minutes at the start of every stream to ride all 4 horses. Does give me an idea on a better way to do horses then. Hang on, up to 30 months old. Oh wow. So it's 3 years old. Yeah, that's not worth it for that much time. So yeah, we'll just make sure they're fed and everything, and then that's only 20k we'll get from the horses. That really doesn't seem worth it. Definitely make more from pigs in that time, which would basically be the same setup. Yeah, 3 years is max value. Yeah, so for 30 months, just feed them. So we don't, but it's still, you know, you buy, I just think about pigs. Pigs breed, and how quicker, we might sell the horses and go do pigs instead. Or might get rid of the horse paddock and plow it under or something, or use it as a grass field. Wow, yeah, horses are really nerfed. Well, they were worth it in FS19 because a horse taken to full value was worth £50,000, which made putting all that effort into them worth it. Yeah, I thought to get them to their max value, you had to ride them all the time, but would have been worth it if you after 2 years got £50,000. That would be worth putting all that effort into the horses. That has gone too far the other way. Way too far the other way. We've got chickens. The chickens don't pay that well, to be honest. We get what? We get a full pallet of eggs every 2 months, roughly. You do, because you can buy their pig food at the shop and give it to them. That way, all you need is water and straw. Yeah. I haven't done pigs in FS22 yet. I've done cows, I've done chickens, I've done sheep, but yeah, not done pigs yet. Should be worth more than 5k for 3 years work. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know, that's the thing. It takes 5 minutes to ride them every day. I like the idea of them being worth 50,000 if you ride them every day for 2 years. 3 years is such a long payoff, though. And their best value in age. Yeah, because that's the thing. Beef cattle I've not had to play around with yet. Stream room tour? It's still coming. We've got a busy summer ahead. If I find some time, I will. Otherwise, I don't know. Worth 5k on normal economy. Oh my lord. Yeah, we're on hard economy on here, aren't we? So they're going to be worth even less than that. I am on hard economy, aren't I? Yeah, we're on hard economy on here. So that is going to be even worse. At least we'll get 18 grand from this contract. That should get us into actually getting set up. We do need to get something onto our field. Probably worth £5. Oh my god. Don't. Oh. Not sure why horses are still in the game. Horses, I maintain, in FS19, horses were awesome. They got a lot of stick. They were my favorite animals in FS19 because they were so involved to do them, but that paid off so well if you did it. So, you know, 50,000, you got 4 horses and you took them to full whack. You got £200,000. Fantastic. You put in a ton of work for them, but you still got a huge amount of money back for putting in all that work. FS22 horses seem to be a leisure activity more than a more than something to have on the farm and train up, from the sounds of things. They're a big expense rather than a big income. Yeah, now 4 horses are worth a trailer of hay. Exactly, Spud Boy. Yeah, you're looking at £2,000. Sorry, you're looking at £20,000 on normal, on a normal economy for it. That is ridiculous. Duck would be great. So actually, yeah. So people asking earlier, what would be great and what new stuff would be good to add to Farm Sim? Ducks, more animals. Let's have goats and ducks and other stuff. I think the animal system is ripe for an overhaul. In FS, in the next version of FS. Yeah. Do you know what I'd like to see? Speaking of that, the Rocket Kids, I would like to see horses that can work the farm. I would like to see the ability to have Shire horses that you could then get to work a field. I think that would be awesome. So proper classic olden days farming that some people would just love to have, and then you can get Shire horses pulling carts and things like that. Sheep milk, yeah. Another great thing to add to farms is horse dealer who isn't greedy with their money. You know, there's so many things, so many functions that could be added in a future version of Farm Sim. Yeah, horse-pulled plow, horse-pulled threshing machine, or horse-pulled combine. That would be awesome. You know, start off with some really olden day stuff. Shire horses are incredible. Yeah, very strong and very powerful. They are. They're awesome, Shire horses. Oh god, the sunlight is fading. We are definitely going to be picking up this contract next time because we have no chance of getting this all baled and collected before the sun sets. I think we're only just going to get it rowed, to be honest. Apple productions, yes. Yeah, I'd like to see apple orchards. Yeah, need more interactions though. I'm right there with you, the Rocket Kid. I'm right there with you. And you know, that is feedback that has been given before, definitely. Medieval farming. It's just 18th century, 19th century farming. You don't even have to go that far back for horse-drawn farming. Medieval farming would be getting the serfs to do it. What's our weather forecast for the next day? Please don't be rain. I mean, it's not horrible if it is rain. It is rain. Of course it's rain. But 6 a.m. it'll dry up again. We've already tethered it, so it's not a problem. FS 1822. Oh. Add steam engines as well. Well, this is the trouble is what we're talking about at the moment doesn't exactly have brands that can come into it easily. I remember seeing the farmer beside our farm using horses in his fields well into the 80s, and we still use them for logging. Wow. That's so cool, Red Swamp Fox. That's so cool. Here we go. We're getting into the smaller parts of the field, but yeah, this is now sun setting, dropping below the horizon. Not bad, considering we kicked off at 6 a.m. We would have got more of this done. Oh no, we couldn't have got more of this done. We didn't start till 9 a.m., did we? Because the rain wouldn't stop. We couldn't cut the grass while it was raining. Got one on the watch list on Steam. I do love the sunsets in FS22. The lighting setup is just amazing. Need to make sure before I go away that I've got my laptop updated, because I might do a stream while I am in. Well, it's depending on what happens. I might do a stream while I'm over in either Germany or in Amsterdam. Amsterdam, I think, is unlikely because I will be meeting up with Kermit and DJ. I don't know if either of them have ever been to Europe before. No, I think I'm meeting up with the guys from the FSL as well. Class, I think, will be there. Oh, FS22 is absolutely jaw-dropping at dusk, Spud Boy. Yeah, I don't... That, you know, that... Just look at that sky. And look at the crispness. How crisp does this look? It is just amazing. doggy, boys. Cheers. Getting harder to see now. Yeah. There we go. Love the lights on this tractor. The lights on this tractor are amazing. Make it so easy for us to do work at dusk. After dark, it just gets way too dark around here. But yeah, I love how, as the sun is setting, we're able to still work effectively because we've got really good lighting on the tractor. Do I think it asks Giants FarmCon for animal interaction? I know I'm gonna about it, but I'd absolutely love to see. I'll suggest it before then, the Rocket Kid. As I said, I don't think it's something you'd see in FS22, but it's certainly something I think that would be a great way for the game to improve come FS25 or whatever the next one. No, this is the original. This is a base game tractor, so yeah, this is not a lighting mod, and I don't have shaders on here beyond the ones that beyond the tweaking that Oxy did to the map. I don't have the custom shaders that were released for this map either. It's the base game shaders with Oxy's lighting. It just happens that the lighting gets very dark on Campston after the sun sets. It's 8:10 in the evening on Campston Farm. And we're going to get the baler out here next time. We're probably not going to worry about the horses then, based on what we've been told this evening. And we'll get more done on the farm, and then when they get up to like a more suitable age, we'll start working on them to get their fitness up. But yeah, I don't think we need to worry about their fitness at the moment. Look how dark that's got. And this is at full brightness, so we should have the moon out and be able to see fairly well. Do love the night sky. I'm gonna have a look at the night sky in a minute because it is, well, it's a clear sky, so you'll get to see this, but right. Into the little triangle at the end. Later, Eugene. Yeah, see you on Wednesday. Well, actually, that's the other thing that would be good for future versions of FarmSim. More crops. I'd love to see carrots. I'd love to see peas. Peas would be an amazing new crop to have because they have massive harvesters for those, and the one company that makes pea harvesters is already in the game. I'm half expecting actually peas to turn up later in the year. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we got peas as an extra crop. Right, there we go. Right, before we leave the field, just want to turn all the lights off. Look at that. Don't know if you guys can see those, the sparkling stars, but it is just amazing. Probably see them round by where the moon is. But it's just incredible. But it is so dark. You know, I should be able to, with a moon, a full moon like that, I should be able to see the ground. And I can't. So, yeah, it does get a little bit too dark for me on Calmsden. There's probably a mod dazzling. If it's greenhouses, I wouldn't surprise me if there's a cabbage greenhouse. Hang on, let me have a look. Let me see if there's anything on the mod hub. Cabbage. That's not how you spell cabbage, is it? No, that is how you spell cabbage. Okay. No, there's no mods on the mod hub which have cabbage. Is there a mod on King mods that has cabbage? C-A-B-B-A-G-E. No, I can't see any mods on a trusted site that has cabbage. Yeah, lettuce is base game, cabbage isn't. I don't think it'd be a massive stretch to get cabbage, but yeah. No, lettuce is base game, cabbage isn't. We'll park this up and I'll drop this off in the morning. Close the roller doors. I like doing it this way. Closing the doors from the inside and using that door to come in. And drive. Away we go. Not a bad day's work, but we need to get that contract finished. Should be able to get on it fairly early. Looks like the rain's going to clear pretty quickly next time, and then we'll be able to crack on with that. We won't worry about riding the horses. We will just we'll leave them to their own devices for now. Sounds very much like we don't need to be riding them every day. We might go and ride one or two. Actually, we might do an experiment. I might ride one horse next game day and see whether that affects prices at all. Oh, turn that off. Bolt the wall, feed the dog, because we always feed the dog, and save the game. Cucumbers would be cool, peppers would be cool. So many things you could do in greenhouses. That would be awesome. It's one of the reasons why I like the garden mod, because you have all those other options. Right, so, yeah, we've saved. Perfect. Let's go through to 6 a.m. Turn down the time. Save the game so we pick up at this point. Check out the No Man's Land Let's Play, Rocket Kid. So, a little Z-Tour 4 Terror for 51,000. That's really good. That's a cracking little tractor. It's 51,000. We don't have the money for it, but that would be a cracking little tractor at 111 horsepower. We can put a front loader on it, yeah. So we could put a quickie front loader on it and have that as a yard tractor. But we'd have to clear a couple of contracts off. Speaking of which, any contracts for us next time? No. Where are all the contracts? So yeah, that's annoying. When did the stream end tonight? I am wrapping things up. Right, let me quit the game. Perfect. Let's go here. Yeah. Yes. Right, let's see who is currently streaming so that I can set that up. Who have we got? Okay. Good friend of mine is currently streaming. So is my brother. My brother is my brother's still streaming, but I don't know if he's going to end soon because he told me he's going to end at 11. So, when's the next stream? The next stream will be on Wednesday. It is our weekly visit. Oh, jeez. It is our weekly visit to the world of 7 Days to Die and zombies. So Zombie Wednesday with Gamer Dragon. Yeah, please come join me for that. It's awesome. 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Next stream for the Realism experiment is Friday, I believe. Let me just check. What's my schedule like this week? Yes. Friday is the next Realism experiment stream from 8 p.m. So come join me for that as well. No, my brother's raided somebody else, so he is no longer live. That's why the audio is so awful. I think we're going to go and see Jab. I've not raided Jab for a little while. He is currently on a break, which is fantastic. So hopefully Jab will be back in a moment, and I can send you over to him. There he is. So yeah, we're gonna go and raid Jab. Before we do that, I've got a couple of thank yous to say, and a little bit of housekeeping to do. So first up, thank you to Norwich Sim Gamer for your cheers. You are awesome. Thank you to Klaus for resubscribing. You are awesome. Thank you to Thefisherj for gifting a sub. You are awesome. Thank you to Gamer Dragon for resubscribing. You are awesome. Thank you to Nimrod1001 for resubscribing. You are awesome. Thank you to Thefisherj for resubscribing. You are awesome. Thank you to Notorious Weber for resubscribing. You are awesome. Thank you to Madman Gaming UK for resubscribing. You are awesome as well. And that is everybody for this evening. As I said, I will be back on Wednesday for 7 Days to Die. I am going to send you over to Jab. He is he's back. Jab is back. So I'm going to send you over to Jababoo, fellow Red Dirt Rough Rider. All-round great guy. He does a lot of stuff similar to my sort of realism stuff, so I think you'll enjoy his content very much if you enjoy mine. He likes doing lots of challenges and things, so go say hi to Jab. He's fantastic and awesome. I'm gonna leave this here though, so all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this live stream, and I will see you next time. Bye, bro.